Well, I've just come for a quick look over Topcliffe Bridge while I'm here. And there are some lovely chub down here. Well, we're coming towards the end of April now, just standing on Topcliffe Bridge looking at these chub. I've counted 100. And there are a couple of big barbel. Very easy to see, the water's quite turbid with algae. Another nice barbel there. But no sign of them spawning yet. It always amazes me just how big some of these chub are. Oh, up there is a seriously big fish. Nice to see are these little barbel. Well, that'll be less than a foot long. This is Vidal Mill Race. That building there is, or was, Vidal Mill. And that appears to be a millstone. I'm going to assume it's down there. That's where the wheel was. It's all a bit of a mess. It's a shame, really. So there you can see the remains of the wheel. Absolutely decrepit state. But I understand that the machinery inside the mill is intact. And this wheel last turned in 1974. Although looking at it, it looks like it hasn't turned for 100 years. On the left hand side is Vidal Beck, and on the right hand side is the main cut. It was all part and parcel of the Vidal Canal, a disastrous venture which failed way back in the late 1700s. But today you wouldn't know what it was all about. Very few people know about the Vidal Canal, which was supposed to link Vidal with York, but was never finished. The Beck and the cut run parallel here for quite a long way, and then where the cut joins the Vidal Beck, almost where it reaches the A1M. At this point there's a little footbridge across, but very private over there. Where I'm standing it's private. And this was a bit of an afterthought. They realised, when looking at the plans for Vidal Beck, that if they raised the beck to take boats, water would run up the drainage system and flood Snape Myers. So they excavated this main cut. It's basically the main stell, the main drainage ditch, covering acres of fields up there. And down there, about a mile away, it joins Vidal Beck. Vidal Beck were one of the many places where it was straightened out. As part of this canal. It was very wide, it was about 28 feet wide when it was finished. Well, the straightened out bits were finished, but the canal itself was never finished. They ran out of money and then the railways came and that was it, finished. And gone. Just these relics. It looks a great place for water voles. At this time of year, which is April, the vegetation is quite short. Whereas later in the year, the banks are going to be miles high with vegetation. Well, we could have seen canal boats coming off here on their way to Vidal. The venture failed. Lots of people lost an awful lot of money. There are relics of it everywhere. Partly built locks, partly completed harbours, straightened out bits. A nice streamy section. Sort of rope swing there. Been there a long time. And lots of streamer weed in here. Shallow. And very peaceful. This is the Vidal sewage outlet. Well, this is Vidal Beck, where it passes under the old A1, the old Great North Road. If I turn round, this is where it goes under the new A1M, well, relatively new A1M. There's a public footpath which leads from the McDonald's area of Askew and eventually comes down here. And down here is one of the remains of the failed Vidal Canal. And this is Leeming Lock. It was never finished. It ran out of money and that was it. So it's been here since the late 1700s. Pre-railway, and you see there, beautiful stonework where the lock gate was to go. I don't think the lock gates were ever put in. Just looking down towards Leeming Mill, as you can see there. It's looking back upstream. You can see there where it's all falling in. And you can see where the upstream gate should have been. Must have cost a fortune. And that's the upstream section. And that's looking upstream at the bridge over the canal. Beck wenders its way down towards the river swirl. Now you can see the lock, and just downstream of the lock is this outlet. I don't know what's in it, but I don't like the look of it. And it comes from a factory up on the Leeming Bar trading estate. It absolutely stinks, something shocking. Whatever it is. Well, whatever that is, I'm sure it's not allowed. And this is the car park at Topcliffe. Looking downstream from Topcliffe Bridge. I understand it's been sold to a block of last carpet shops in Hartlepool. But the field below this, what was the Angel stretch of a river swell, which the caravan park, or the previous owner, they had fishing rights on that. I understand that they weren't sold. So what's happening to the Angel stretch, I have no idea. Well, I'm up at Middleham, and you can tell how low the river is by where this platform is, and it looks as if it's been well used. Well, I've just come upstream to have a look at this gravel bed here. This is where the barbel and grayling tend to spawn on here. But I can't see anything at all. No fish there. It may be too early, and the water is still cold. See how low the river is, looking at that down there. And I've just seen my first sand martins and swallows of the year, which is probably a week later than normal. It's bank holiday weekend, it's the 2nd of May, and it's still cold. It's only 10 degrees. In fact, it's 8 up here, Middleham, 10 down at Topcliffe. You see all this bankside erosion, and this river's in flood. This film gradually disappearing. Well, some tremendous erosion over there. Must have lost 20 feet of the bank. Obviously trying to reduce this erosion. I see somebody's been down there planting a line of willows. Let's hope they take before they all get washed out. I haven't seen any rising fish. I haven't seen any flies coming off for them to rise at. Not even a measly sedge. Just clinging onto this pile of debris are some marsh marigolds. Not exactly marshy here, but they do look nice. That contrast between the heart-shaped dark green leaves and the big yellow buttercup type flowers. Here you can see where there's a big drop off onto these great big rocks, I don't know, it must be 6 feet or more deep there. This is why you need a wading staff. You wouldn't want to step off there into that. It's quite interesting, this little corner, because you can see where all these stones have been put on the bank, edge on, all the way up, and they've been covered up by willows. But because of the tremendous floods we had, you can see there where it's all been exposed. It must have taken a tremendous amount of effort and cost to do this. It goes all the way down there, a long, long way. There, a pair of dippers. Oh, lovely to see. Oh, I wonder where they're nesting. Well, I'm up here at Middleham having a look at the river. See if there's any barbels spawning, but haven't seen anything yet. The water's still very cold. Nights are cold. Last night it was -3 for May the 2nd, bank holiday weekend. That's pretty cold. And I've had a post-COVID haircut, which was probably a bit unwise with the weather being as it is. Well, 1 or 2 fish making a move over there. There's a shoal. The dandelions on the roadside verges at this time of year are absolutely magnificent. we really take them for granted. Oh, a wonderful display. Well, I've just popped into Leyburn Glebe Meadow, an ancient meadow covered in cowslips. There's an early purple orchid. I think that's solid burnet. There's flower there, and lots of that as well. A fair number of these orchids. The very first of the orchid family to appear. It's obviously got an awful lot of worms in it. It's absolutely been ravaged by moles. Oh, yeah, there is a molehill. A little furry animal has chucked all that up in the air. I mean, that's just amazing. Compared with your average molehill, which is this size. Sort of super moles under there somewhere. I think they need a mole catcher in here. Sort this lot out. I think that's a hare. Oh, it is. A long way off. What a lovely animal they are. A number of them. a group of them there, which their sap is rising and they're chasing one another about. Again, a long way off. But I might get closer to them. It's usually mud March hares, but up here, mud April hares. Obviously broken off for a snack. 3 of them. He's obviously spotted me. he's off. He always ran right up to my feet. Oh, it's not many there are. He's sniffing the air. Well, it's wonderful to see. I've never seen so many hares in a field for a long time. And that last one, female hare's obviously giving off some kind of pheromone, some scent, and he keeps sniffing the air, backwards and forwards, up and down, stopping. Anyway, he disappeared up to the top end of the field. Maybe his luck will be better up there. Larsen trap for catching magpies. They destroy birds' nests at this time of year. Member of the crow family. You need a magpie. You have to catch one first of all, which is not easy. And then that's the one that's in the trap, and it entices the others into the trap. So it's obviously enticed one in there, or maybe, I don't know, they might have two tame magpies in there. Anyway, that's the system. Yeah, now it's not illegal. Magpies aren't a protected species and are very destructive of particularly ground nesting birds.
These are spawning lamprey. I can really see them there. You get the occasional flash. Oh, there they are. I think there's 4 of them. There used to be hundreds of them.
There's something about Dale's becks. Had a bit of rain yesterday, they're carrying a bit of peat today. A lovely sound. Travelling over these storms in this late spring sunshine. And there's still a fair display of wood anemones. But they're just coming to an end. Oh, lovely. The Orlican bluebells next. There's a dipper. Well, the nest is empty. And looking down there, they've obviously fledged. So the dippers have done really well considering the freezing cold conditions we've had. It's very cold today, it's only 9 degrees. Dipper fishing. Catching insects. All the way off. Busy. Obviously got these younger feeders who've left the nest. They'll still be about somewhere. That water is absolutely freezing cold. They're a lovely bird. Very shy. It's gathering stuff for a nest. Big fish. Very, very varied. It's obviously aware that I'm here. Sitting over there, I'm sure it's a dipper under those roots. It may be a young dipper waiting to be fed. One of that first brood, I suspect, is stretching. It's collecting a little bit of straw here. Where is it going with it? There's a pair of them there now. Bobbing up and down. I suspect they might have a nest under that root mass there somewhere, rather than under the bridge. That sort of third eyelid they've got there. Blue tip collecting stuff for a nest. See the effect of the polarising filter on the front of the camera if I just turn it round. So it takes all that glare off the water. The difference it makes, it's really amazing. Just branching away. That's a great day to be out. Wonderful. Sheltered from the wind in this little valley. And its rippling stream. There are lots of small birds here. Insect eaters. The problem is, trying to video them, they don't stay in one place for more than a couple of seconds before they're off. And it's difficult to follow them. I think I've seen a pied flycatcher, which is, I haven't seen one of them for a long time. They're usually a west coast bird. You don't normally get them on the east side of the Pennines. But they are in this little valley where, as I say, I haven't seen some for a couple of years now. I'm sure that's one there. I've just managed to capture on video. We'll see when I get home. Yeah, rain coming. It's forecast. Sweeping in. Looks of moss. It's almost like sponge. It just strips all the bottom branches off. There you go. Saws it. Or fells it. Picks it up. Picks it up now. It strips all the branches off. You can see it there doing it now. And then saws it up into lengths. It takes no time at all. There's one bit done. Well, what an amazing piece of kit that is. It must have cost a fortune, but by God, it's quick. None of this chainsaw business. Amazing, because these trees are really big. You know, they're not small. This is the new bridge, replacing one which was destroyed in a devastating flood here in Swaledale, or going from Swaledale over to Wensleydale. It's absolutely biting cold. It's now 6 degrees all of a sudden. But yeah, that's rather nice stone bridge. It'll soon blend in. In Eastern Europe, in supermarkets and street markets, the fish are sold live, and there are tanks full of them, and you just pick one out of the tank. And this is one of them here, carp. This is in Moldova. A very poor place, but I do like the label, because that just about sums up what they taste like. Absolutely ghastly. But they love them. They love them. In fact, they have carp for Christmas Day. Good luck to them.